Lego.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you cannot tell, we're back to the original, because I kind of got tired of the background. Y'all probably wondering like, girl, what's good with your wool? That's a little art wool. All these scratches on my art, what? All these scratches on my wool, they mean something to me, I was like, when I get bored, I pick at the paint. Don't ask me why. You cannot tell by today's title. This title is called The Setup. My whole high school career, I have not gotten into a fight. I have not really gotten into no argument with anyone to say it's serious to lead to a fight. But I got set up, right? So boom, little backstory. Freshman year, I am a very likable person. I just feel like, in my opinion, I am a very likable person. Like, if you hang with me for a while, I listen to your stories. I listen if you gotta put me on, and I keep my mouth shut. I keep my mouth shut unless sometimes it's bothering me that I gotta vent to my good friend. Not every other friend, but that one good friend that got you if you don't got yourself. You feel me? So freshman year, I was a very likable person, I won't say I was friends with everyone, but everyone and I were friendly. We could have said, hey, or they would be like, yo, what's up, Ayana? I'd be like, hey, whatever. That was the makeup of freshman year, right? So there's this girl, we're gonna name her Akila, right? Akila and I guess Akila liked my vibe, so we was cool. I like to vibe too. I'm not even gonna sit up on this camera in front, but Akila was kind of a bully. There was people that I said, friendly. I was very likable, but there's people that I also, associated with that Akila was, I guess she knew them, or she just thought she was gratatatana. I don't know what she was, but she thought she was something. She wasn't. Right? So she used to pick on people, all of that. So I was just like, that's not my clique. Freshman year, you really find out who your clique is.
I don't know if y'all can hear my mom. Ignore that. She's on the phone, long distance call. You feel me? Ignore that.
But right? So boom. Akila, whatever, used to pick on people. So I just knew she wasn't something I wouldn't be a part of. But I'd still be nice because, be careful who you be mean to in high school because you never know if you'll need them in the future. You feel me? So that was kind of the mindset. And, sophomore year, Akila and I started it wasn't static. It was just Akila had her own issues going on. I don't know what it was, but I don't know, something happened to her. She was losing her joints. She was gone. So we already broke out because she thought that I was taking her lover, someone who her heart just was dear to, right? And that wasn't even the case. And then, back then, Akila and I was cool. So I had made a statement. And I was like, then don't you aren't y'all a thing? She was like, no, why would I want to be with someone? And however the conversation carried on, right? It's not my business to, but it's just a story that involves me. So it's kind of sort of my business. But, I'm going to just be very limited with what I tell you, for me. So boom, I'm doing a lot of hands, but yes, it's a very big t-shirt, but let me stop getting distracted. So after we broke out for that situation, or whatever the case may be, my junior year in high school, I got set up. I got set up. It wasn't that funny, but I'm type smart. I'm really type smart, so it's thank God for the instincts that I was feeling. So boom, Akila had a friend. We're gonna call him Javon. I'm gonna say Javante. And another mutual friend that we had was Sam and Javante, right? So Sam and Javante and I were going home one day, and I was just like, why not? Let's just go home. We all going the same way. So what's good? So we on the train, we cracking jokes or whatever, being all lit. Then Javante started confessing to Sam about some girls that Javante messed with that no longer mess with Sam. You see how this got confusing? High school is literally like that. So Javante got friends that don't mess with Sam, but Sam used to mess with them, but Sam still tell him hi. You see how confusing that is? It's real confusing. It make no sense. But let's keep going with the story, right? So boom. He was like confessing to her like, oh, they put salt in your cake, because I go to a culinary school, you know, baking. It was around that semester for baking, and he was,
you know, boom boom and toom toom put salt in your cake. You feel me? And I wanted to tell you that's why your cake ain't win, but your cake was really good. And she was like, they put what in my cake? That's crazy.
and Javante started talking about, what's that girl name? Akila. Javante started talking about Akila and how they don't like Akila, and then Sam was all like, you know, Sam was spitting her facts as well, and I was just listening at the time, because I was just like, you know, I don't want to say my 2 piece, but I'm gonna put my 2 cents. And you know, my 2 cents wasn't needed, but I mean, if you're there having a conversation, I'm gonna just speak my fact, put it out there, and get it over with. So you know, I inserted myself like that, and I was like, you know, her friends ain't her friends, right? You know, because in high school, if you were ever like me, you peep a lot. Like, you peep a lot of like slick conversations. Like, you just peep all that. I don't even know what to name it, but you just peep, right? And I heard a thing or two, a thing or 10, a thing or a lot. And you know, I was just like, you know what? I kept it real short and simple. I was like, a killer friends ain't her friends. You feel me? Like, her friends is really not her friends, and I just hate for her not to see it, because you know, that's not really somebody that I talk to anymore. So it's really hard for me to tell her like, watch her back and watch who she's, you know, calling her friends, right? So you know, they're like, that's facts, and they agreed with me. Javante and Sam agreed with me. They knew the real, so that means I wasn't bugging, right? So boom boom bap, the day come after that little ride or whatever, and I think the Friday came. So that happened Thursday, and I think the Friday came. The whole school day went by. Whole school day, we seen each other, you know, we walked past each other. Everybody was just, it was a good school day or whatever that day. And I was just like, you know what, it's Friday, I gotta wait for my, you know, friend to come out of school, so let me just wait. Because you know, I got out of school at 2, my friend got out at 4, so I was just like, let me chill with my English teacher. So it was my friend and I, my English teacher, and some seniors, and we sitting in the room talking da-da-da-da, making jokes or whatever. Ding ding ding, my phone is blowing up. Yo, Aya, where you at? Javante is texting me, and I'm just like, bro, why? So I'm like, I'm in the school, why, what happened? Oh, come on, let's go, like, so we could go take the train together. I'm like, I'm not ready to leave. He was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for you, but just hurry up though. I'm like, copy, left that there. I was not leaving. I wasn't dumb. Like, I don't take the train with you on a regular, and you texted me now to take the train with me home. That felt a little weird. And what made it weirder was this, right? So he's texting me again, you know, come on, hurry up. I'm like, all right, I'm not even going downtown. I'm going uptown. So you could leave. Then he got the audacity to say, I'm going uptown too. I'm not going downtown. I'll go uptown with you too. Just come on, let's go. You think that sound right? Tell me. Does that sound right to you? Why you feeling to go home with me? So I'm telling my teacher, I'm like, yo, this don't sound right? I'm like, why are you beasting? My teacher was like, that's crazy. You might as well just sit here or chill. I'm like, you're right. So we were sitting there, whatever, we continue. Then Akila, that's what I call her, right? Akila, little lover, texted me, and she was like, yo, why you not outside? So I'm like, huh? I'm supposed to be outside? She's like, you don't know what's going on? So I stopped my whole conversation on that phone, and I looked at everybody in the room. I was like, so y'all know what's going on? Because I don't know what's going on. Then one of the seniors was like, I heard there was supposed to be a fight today, but I don't really know. So, you know, I have anxiety. And it's not that I was scared. It's just like, what can I do for somebody? Like, why y'all beasting? Like, y'all making me a little nervous. You feel me? So, little lover is texting, and then after, Akila take her phone and send me some voice notes, and she said,
You're mad! What's like? Come on, I fight! Don't forget I fight! You know what you said? That's why you're not coming outside. I'm like, so I'm me and my teacher.
me and my teacher, we're looking at each other, and we're just like, he said, I knew it was her. I just knew she wanted trouble with you. Cause like the way she was moving, she be moving like she wants some sauce. I'm like, what? He kind of lost me there. But, right, so I'm just laughing, and my friend was like, bro, I'm not walking home with you if that's the case. If you got people wanting to, like, you know, be on you, I don't fight. I can't fight. I could pick up a brick, but I can't fight. And, you know, we was laughing about it or whatever. My teacher was like, well, that's not right. We want you to get home safely, so we're going to bring this to the dean. I'm like, wow. I was like, I could have walked outside. I'm not scared. Fighting is just not my thing. Like, that's just so ghetto. Like, right? So, you know, I woke up, what? My teacher takes me to the dean's office, principal, whatever that man is. For my whole time being there, I never knew what that man was. I think he's like the assistant principal or whatever the case may be. So, you know, we went to his office, and he's sitting.
And then they're like, oh, we having problems reporting to you. So my teacher's putting the dean on. So, you know, me and my dean cool. Or, he's not a dean, he's an assistant principal. I don't know what he is, whatever. He don't get any. Whatever they need, get. But,
you know, he was like, child of God, you out here trying to take friends away.
no! I was like, you want to read this? You want to read this? You can't read this. You can't take my phone and read this. Because this is classy. This is classy. She wants to fight me. She's not mad.
For what, though? Because I spoke the simple truth, and I simply said that her friends is not her friends, right? It's gonna be a real, like, you know, the world, the universe, karma has its way of doing things. And that's why I honestly, personally like to sit back and chill, because it's like, my battles are already won, on period. Like, my battles are most definitely already won. And just remember that, for those of y'all that be hanging in the backseat, battles already won, baby. It's only gonna get better, you feel me? So boom, you know, I'm there, whatever, and you know, we talking, he's reading the messages, and he's just like, okay, just wait here. We're gonna have a little intervention tomorrow, well, Monday when you come to school, da 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 da. So boom, the intervention on Monday, shorty's in school smacked. I'm like, I was in that office. Mom, I told my mom over the weekend, you know, my mom was gassing me up. It was
basically like, she was basically warming me up. She was like, girl, make sure you mind your business. Keep minding your business. Do what you do. But best believe, she said, let Shorty could say whatever she wants. Shorty could call you a cat, dog, cow, meow, mush. She could call you whatever. But as long as she don't attempt to put her hands on you, you can't touch her. Don't touch her. But when she try to play some slick, that's when you could lick her. You know how island people say, I'm really trying to refrain the little cussing or whatever. But you know, island people, they just say, lick her. If you know, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. So my mom said, I'm giving you permission to beat on that child dead. So I said, alright, cool. So I'm going to gassed up.
or whatever. Mind you, I'm very heavy-handed. So then again, I really don't like hitting people, because a slight tap, my friends is complaining. Like, I literally, you know, they over here flying, and I'm just like, y'all, it's not that serious. Like, they're like, Ayana, that hurts. That really hurts. And I'm like, whatever. So boom. Monday come, I'm sitting all calm with my little hoodie on, my bandana, because, you know, my sister at the time was just like, oh girl, make sure you go to school prepared. Make sure you go to school prepared, because, you know, they be trying anything. Keep your hair in a low sleek bag, tie your hair, da da da. I'm like, this is not what it's coming to. It's not. And I'm just like a bum anyway. So, you know, I was in school regular. So boom. We in there and they're talking. They're like, Miss Akila, why did you feel the need to try to do what you was doing? She was smacked and she said something. She said,
that's not the case. That's not the case. That's not what happened. Listen, she was talking. I heard she said, somebody told me that she said, and then they was like,
Miss Akila, if you're talking to us, we need you to talk plain facts. I need you to put whoever on the table.
She was like, okay. Devontae said that you said my friends isn't my friends. Yo, when I tell
you I wanted to laugh, all the nerves in my body is doing that little tick thing because I was getting like, my brain was just getting ready to be ugly. But you can't let yourself down and stoop to other people's level, especially when you hold a little standard for yourself, you feel me? So I was just tapping and I was trying not to laugh. I did a little, and they looked at me. They was like, Miss Mills? I'm like, right? So she's talking and they was like, I'm literally weak, right? Because I feel like I should have gotten a thank you. I should have gotten a thank you so much for noticing for me because I couldn't see it myself. Right? So boom, right? We in there and they're like, Miss Mills, is this true? Did you tell that to Javante? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, duh, yes, I said that. I'm like, that's why she wanted. They was like, Miss Mills, we didn't ask all of that. But I'm like, think to yourself, is that really why we're wasting our time here? Because I spoke the truth? They was like, all right, Miss Mills. Then they was like, Akila, Mrs. B, why is it that, you know, maybe she should have never spoken on your name if that's what you guys are saying. And we understand that. So let's just squash this right here because that just made no sense. We really are wasting our time. She was like, yeah.
y'all wasting my time. Y'all wasting my time. I was in class watching a movie. I was in class watching a movie and, you know, I was like,
you're wasting my time. You wasted my whole weekend. Like, you know, I had my family's out here prepping me and giving me permission to beat your scunt. Just for you, just to figure out that's why you really, you had nothing to do. I'ma just assume you had nothing to do after school that Friday, and you know, but boom, right? So they over here like shake hands, they squash the beat, shake our hand. I went about. They said, Mr. Killer, you can leave. Then after they kept me in the room, and they was like, Miss Mills, honestly, please just don't speak on her name because that was just ridiculous. I was like, for real, shorty should be happy that I'm telling her friends is not her friends. Like, you should be really happy that someone peeped that for you since you couldn't. And I wish someone would peep for me too and point out who's not my friend for me, because that would really save me some time and energy. You feel me? You really feel me? So boom, we went about our business or whatever the case may be. But here's where it got real funny. My setup, I don't know if it was a blessing in disguise, but I'm gonna just look at it like that. But this is what happened. After I spoke my piece and my truth, her friends left her. It's an ugly thing. But her friends left her for the dust, for the wind. They was in their corner and they was just like,
she better chill before she got beat. I was like,
oh, God is good. I said, God, I serve a risen savior. He done won this battle for me. You see me? I'm a cute, okay? I'm not gonna gas myself. I'm a little decent looking or whatever the case may be. But like, her friends and them left her. It was probably about 2-3 people left out her whole group, her little posse, her little, you know? And like, second semester came about, we was in class, she was skipping class because the people, her friends, they had that class, and I guess she couldn't handle the pain, because there was that one friend that she had, and I like her. I honestly do like her, because she speak her mind, she don't care. She was like, y'all gonna be skipping class, y'all gonna know that's bad if you think that she was skipping the classes. And you know, I'm just sitting there, me and my friend, and we just hearing it, and we're just like, oh nah. And there would be days my friend is not there, and I had to hear it for myself, and I'm just like, oh nah. But you see, don't fight, don't pick fights, because fights never take you anywhere. They make no sense. They make, you know. So whole lesson today's story time. I hope you guys learned a lesson. Fighting is for the ugly. If you is an ugly girl or is an ugly boy, fight. If you're not ugly and if you're cute and you want to fill up yourself, you know, if you want to fill up yourself, leave all of that over there because it never gave. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Do not forget to leave a comment on what you want to see next. Do not forget to, you know, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. I said that already? Yeah, I'm talking too much. Let's go. Let's go.